man who won 2 years ago in Horzo. Menno Vlon from the Netherlands. 5.85 on that occasion, but he can boast of a personal best of 5.96. Menno Vlon's over 5.80. It's all action out there.
That takes the lead for Vlon, the Dutch athlete.
He's starting to turn into a very fine competitor. For a long time had a reputation of being a rather erratic competitor. Sometimes he'd get the big heights, sometimes it wasn't there. But he got his first major title with the European Indoor Championships in Apeldoorn back in March. And here, defending his European Team Championships crown.
Retaining it even. There it is, Menno Vlon then, winning with 5.80 the overall title at this European Team Championship. So 16 points for the Netherlands. And there's the point standings, Phil. Czechia looking in good shape.
Very good shape indeed.
There's Femke Bol. Probably starts as favourite. That's a very favourable inside lane draw. I say inside to Bukowiecka, her main rival. Well, Bukowiecka, second from the bottom there in the white and red of Poland, loves to commit early, normally goes out hard, but Femke Bol, for my money, has gone off aggressively here too. The pair of them already almost up on Vondrova of Czechia to the left of picture. Bol, so tall, long striding, looks lovely and relaxed. A lot more arm action going on from Bukowiecka outside her left of picture in the white and red for Poland. Good running going on in the inside lanes and aggressive running going from Polinari, the Italian, in the blue there, right in the centre, out in lane 5. They come round the bend and Bol is already in the lead, well before the straight. Bol leads into the straight now. Bukowiecka's got some hard runnings to come, but Bol looking supremely relaxed and powerful and strong, and the 400-metre hurdler strength coming its to own here as she stretches away to a big victory. 49.48. It's a new championship record from Femke Bol. Well, that is superb. It improves her own record from 2 years ago in Horzo. That was 49.82. Today, 49.48. Maybe that difference to some extent explained by the altitude and this new track and this lovely, lovely warm weather. Here it is again, Bol looking wonderfully relaxed. I thought Bukowiecka went out very hard, maybe trying to match Bol. Of course there's an advantage to be inside your main rival, but she's some way down there, meters down from Bol's brilliant run.
There's the consolidated standings with that championship record. Femke Bol, 49.48.
There are the standings then, after the 400s have been added in. Not yet the results from the shot and the hammer, which are underway still. Netherlands in the lead from Czechia and Poland. Italy in fourth.
And there is the aforementioned Jessica Schilder, two-time European champion, 2022 and last year in Rome. I can tell you that was actually a foul. Now, Jessica Schilder moved up into second place with her previous throw of 19.02. Still Fanny Roos. Now that's a big throw. I'm looking at the replay. I think that's a very big throw indeed. Well, we've had a few problems working out the distances, but that's an absolutely huge throw from Schilder. I think that might well even be over 20 metres, and maybe another championship record today in Madrid. There it is confirmed that Jessica Schilder did get the championship record with 2014. But all the plaudits in the women's shot put go to Jessica Schilder. Confirmation of the standings. Schilder of the Netherlands, 2014.
The Netherlands then 79.5 out on top thanks to that brilliant throwing from Schilder in the women's shot. Ukraine in second, Great Britain up into third. And there is Van Klinken, Jorinda Van Klinken. She's a 70-metre thrower at her best, is the Dutch athlete. She's a superb competitor.
Through that in Tucson at 2021, has been consistently in the high 60s since then. And it's dropping down at 65 metres, just fractionally shy of that. That's a good opener from Van Klinken. Just trying to work out looking at the way the wind is blowing, well, it's not going to be super advantageous. It's not going to be like that wind tunnel in Ramona where we've seen world records and stunning distances in Oklahoma recently. There we have it, confirmation of the results. Jorinda van Klinken winning by more than 3 meters.
But there is up to 12 events. The Netherlands 155 points ahead by 32 from Poland. Wow.
Here's the Dutch, Ekpo. Timar Burnett, the long second leg. Joch. Well, it's a fairly even break, but Remolglave on the outside, perhaps in front for the Britons. Changeover's always the issue for the British quartet, and it's a messy one for Britain. Italy running well at this stage, and so too the Netherlands. Timar Burnett having an excellent second leg for the Dutch. And once again, not the best of changeovers for the Britons, but they get it from one man to another. It's going well as well, but now the Dutch had a great third leg, and it's a free for second place man. Can Amodadze come through? No, it's a free for who takes it for the Dutch. Inside the championship record for the Dutch. Shows the value of good changeovers and practicing. They've shaved more than 0.2 of a second off the championship record. The Netherlands, the Dutch quartet of Ekpo, Burnett, Moatje and Afrifa take the championship record, and it's a national record as well for the Dutch. Germany came through strongly. It's always well practiced. The Dutch once again get another superlative to their names.
Phil, I want to see these Dutch changeovers again, because they must have had a couple of brilliant changeovers early on. On the second bend, they had a massive lead. Superb running from the Dutch quartet, and it does underline just how important great changeovers are. They can make up meters when you can look at the talent of other teams, but if they have poor changeovers, other teams, big talent counts for almost nothing, and you will get beaten. You can finish many meters down. That from the Dutch is quite supreme. There it is, the men's relay won by the Netherlands in a championship record, 37.87.
There's the team standings. The Netherlands, as a result of that victory, get up into 4th place.
Dutch quartet, Nadine Visser, Minka Bischops, Lieke Klaver and Maria Van. That's a strong quartet from the Dutch. So, Spanish in lane 4. Watch them in the orange and yellow strip. Are their changeovers going to make a big difference here? Changeovers so critical. Down the back straight, the Dutch going well. They made up good ground on the French with Bennett on the second leg for Great Britain. For the Dutch at the moment, it's a Klaver on the second leg. Down the back straight and into the second bend. It's still the Spanish going tremendously well against the Dutch now. On this third leg for the Dutch, looking really strong at the moment is Hohenstein and the Spanish leading, and they could take this one. They're in the lead, or are they? I think they've just edged ahead. It's going to be ever so tight, and Dutch going to take it from the Spanish. The Germans in third. A winning time, well, it's 42.02. It's another championship record, a national record for the Dutch, 42.02. They set a national record by 2/100ths of a second. Spain in second set a national record, 42.11. Unbelievable stuff. And Germany taking third with the season's best, 42.52.
The Dutch had Lieke Klaver on the second leg, that long second leg down the back straight. But probably, I would expect to see Klaver and Sevilla in action in the mixed relay tomorrow. Right.
There it is, the Netherlands winning at 42.02 from Spain and Germany. Italy in 4th, Poland 5th.
There's the team standings after 23 events. The Dutch edged back into 2nd place. Poland dropped to 3rd. Xavi Moa-Joch, so important on the Dutch relay team that won last night, the 4x400 meter team. Well, it's Moa-Joch doing well at this stage. He's up on the shoulder of Harris, and he's coming off the bend in front. The Dutchman's flying at the moment. The Dutchman's got a personal best of 20:37 and he's en route to doing very, very well indeed. It's 16 points to the Netherlands. It's a championship record and he's cracked his personal best. 1.8 metres per second on his back. That's an absolutely flying run from Moazok. He looked great coming around the bend and he held his form all the way down the home straight. What a terrific performance. He's taken 19th hundredths off a very good championship record which has stood for 8 years. Oh, Moazok, the race of his life, a championship record for Moazok. Just looking to see whether it's a national record as well. No, just a personal best, but Esalu very close to his personal best as well. Harris running close to his personal best at 20:25.
Well, they caught a lucky gust there, didn't they? Plus 1.8 behind those fellas. But Moazok, very, very impressive indeed. Harry's having a good run for Britain, kept working there for that 20.25. Desalu in between them, a season's best 20.18. The Italian, another great score for the Italians. 15 points racked up there, but the Dutch keep steaming away, don't they? Knocking on the door, trying to get back to the Italians.
Nice photo that. Like that. That'll be one for the scrapbook. So there's the men's 200-metre results. Moazok of the Netherlands. 20:01 championship record for him.
Netherlands closing up on Germany after that discipline. And there is Niels Laros. He's the danger man for the real. So 12.5 laps of the track, then here they come already this year in a season, thanks to technology in the shoes and other assisting factors, is seeing incredibly quick times. Already this year, 24 men have broken 13 minutes. Now they've got about 500 to go in this 5,000 metres, and we're down to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 athletes there. Nobody has really turned it on yet. But he is in control of things, and he might as well be at the front in a slow race. Laros there beginning to move up down the outside. Here comes Cripper now. He's got great speed, great strength. Set the Italian record for the half marathon under 60 minutes in Napoli a couple of years back. As they come to the bell this time, 12:51.5 at the bell, give or take. That fourth kilometre wasn't quick either. It was a 2:44. And now Ndikamwanayo begins to move away. He's making a long charge for home. Laros, as you'd expect from the 3:29, 1500-metre man, into the back straight. But has he got the legs here? As Ndikamwanayo doubles down, the defending champion. Lobelo of Switzerland in third place. Gripper really struggling for speed here. And the German having a good run, Ruppin back in fifth place. As they come round the bend, it looks like the Spaniard is going to take maximum points here. A successful defence of his title, or is it? Laros coming back at him. A nervous glance over his shoulder there, and Laros hits the front, and they played into his hands, didn't they? They didn't test him from further out. Somebody should have gone hard from 3 laps out, and this, I suppose, was pretty predictable. Laros storms away there. Very comfortable victory for him. 52.8 I got his last lap at, and hardly surprising there. Somebody, one of those 5,000, 10,000 specialists, should have made it tougher from a kilometre out, Phil. Laros there getting maximum points for the Netherlands. They'll love those 16 points. Look at the pace of Laros here. He is a very competent 5,000-metre runner. That's easy to forget. He's a 13:10 5,000-metre runner. But as every lap clicked by, I suspect he was thinking, yep, love it, boys. Keep it coming, keep it coming. And indeed, it was exactly what he wanted served up. Very slow through to the bell. There it is, the men's 5,000 metres. Maximum points for the Netherlands, 13:44 in a typical championship slow race.
Netherlands fourth, they've never finished higher, and a good result for Britain in fifth.
Hi, I'm Nadia Battogretti. Sign up now to the European Athletics YouTube channel.